What is that? Who has that on their head? So, a few weeks ago, I put in my new Buzztone 57 PAF pickups and I asked Tom for a nickel neck cover. I love it, brushed nickel finish. But I'm a pain in the arse and I was bugged out by the fact that my bridge and tailpiece is chrome. So I plucked up the courage to, put it in an email to Graphtec. And I told them about the horrible, horrible situation that I was in with mismatched hardware to pick up cover. They felt so sorry for me. And they very kindly said, look, we're going to send you out the same hardware that you've got, but in the nickel finish, just to shut you up. And I was like, guys, thank you so much. I promise I'll never, ever contact you again. And they were like, that's great. Can we block you now? I said, yeah. And then they blocked me. But yeah, so here we go. We've got the Graphtec ResoMax harmonic bridge system and the tailpiece. And they are in a nickel finish. And I'm going to show you them side by side so you can see just how important these details are to me. So what I did here was I eyeballed the position of all my saddles on what will be my old bridge. And I tried to match before I install it because I think it'll save me a lot of time. But you can see here the difference between the nickel and the chrome. For me, chrome has kind of got like a cold bluish tint to it, and the nickel is slightly warmer, and I know that it will kind of age and tarnish in a way that you can be fond of. It'll look played in, relict, and kind of match this aesthetically and these. It was due a restring anyway, as you can imagine. In this heat, I'm eating through my strings. But yeah, we're going to take off my old hardware and put the new ones in. Always remember that when you're taking off strings, not to leave your brand new bridge resting on top, because it's going to fall off. Also, I just wanted to take a moment to say that when I put my new bridge and tailpiece on, I'm going to stop doing the overwrap. One, everyone keeps telling me it makes no difference and that you just need to straighten out your neck a bit and lift up the tailpiece and use it how it's supposed to be used. Two, I don't like the faff of having to put strings through ball ends, and also Sophie's boyfriend Jake said, look, you're gonna damage the top, and I was like, oh yeah, don't really want to do that because we know I like to moan, so I'm gonna give it a go, and if I find it too tough I'll go down to 9s. And then, everyone will be like, oh, you just really are Jimmy Page now, aren't you? And I'll be like, yeah, well, I haven't got his bank balance, have I? So, see you in court, mate. Now I'm going to very carefully remove the old bridge. Don't worry, this isn't going to go to waste. I'm thinking of putting it on my Hagstrom Viking if it fits. If it doesn't fit, I'll make it fit. And now before we take the screws out the body, I'm going to very carefully remove the tailpiece as well. There we go. A little bit of Ernie Ball instrument polish. I always spray my polish onto the cloth before I put it onto the guitar, just because that's what everybody in the guitar community does. I can't be asked with trolls. But if I wasn't filming a video, I'd probably just spray it straight onto the body because I don't really give a crap. So, this video is going to have to go on hold. We've got a little problem. These are my old bushings that I removed, and the reason I removed them was because when you try and screw Graphtec's new nickel post in, it will not go any further than that at all, okay? So I emailed Graphtec, we went through all the specifics, full detail, and then Gary emailed back and said, yeah, use your stock bushings with the post that was sent separate from the tailpiece in the box. What separate posts, Gary? Oh, these ones that I found when I actually looked properly in the box that do fit my stock bushings perfectly. Well, I guess we'll put them back in. Tip to anyone doing unboxings, genuinely, look in the box as you unbox it, because there's stuff in the box for you to unbox. And that stuff is what they send you in the box to unbox. And it's usually the stuff you want. It's in the box, but you have to unbox it. So my bushings are back in, no damage. And my new posts screw in. These probably won't be flush to the body though. Like I said, I'm gonna stop doing the wraparound. There we go. Brand new nickel hardware. So we've learnt two things today. The first thing is that I am occasionally quite stupid, only occasionally. And the second thing is that Graphtec are very awesome and generous. And yeah, I'm really grateful for you guys sending this out. I'm excited now to put a fresh set of strings on this and go through the painful process of setting it up how I like it, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. But if the string tension doesn't feel right with 55cm action as I have it, then I will drop it down a gauge, or even try out hybrid slinkies, the in-between 9s to 10s, orange packs. Got a coaster of them somewhere. Oh, it was the top one. That could be a sign. It was the top coaster. Let's just take a moment to celebrate the magnets that are inside the tailpiece. Just add a little extra thing like that. Means that when you're restringing, it ain't going anywhere. And you don't have to mess around with a grub screw or anything like that. It just stays in place, making my life easier.